Join me this time in studio is one such individual. His name is Art Alas. Is that pronounced properly?
That's correct.
He is running for Congress in California in Los Angeles County, 33 years old. You are running against a 15-year Democratic incumbent by the name of Grace Napolitano. She's been there 15 years, I say. Art, first things first. What's very interesting about you, you are first-generation El Salvadorian. Your parents immigrated to America from El Salvador. What would you like to say to the American people right now, the people of Los Angeles County, the 32nd District?
32nd District.
What would you like to say to the American people as a first-generation El Salvadorian, as a son of immigrants, about what's happening in America?
You know, I think what's happening is we've left the principles that have made this country great. The reason that so many immigrants have come to this country throughout the decades. And we need to go back to the basics. If we restore limited constitutional government, a real free market system that works for the people, we can be the greatest country again. You know, I feel like we've lost that footing, and we need to get back to that.
What do you say to the refugees?
You know, the reality is we have a big welfare entitlement system that was created here in this country, in our country, that will not support that. And unfortunately, if we have one, we cannot have a wide open border system. And
so you're not for granting amnesty for those here?
I am not for granting amnesty.
But that doesn't matter. Democrats still call you racist.
Right.
It's not about skin color or prejudice. It's about opposing their policies. You're running against a 15-year incumbent by the name of Grace Napolitano. What she has done is disgusting. She has collected $285,000 so far, and she's still collecting it.
Yeah.
From a $175,000 loan she gave to herself. That's good business if you can pull it off.
Oh, definitely. I think it's completely corrupt, and it's indicative of what's happening through our political class in this whole country. And we need to stop this. And I think the American people, more than anything, are sick and tired of this. And I'm seeing that when I go out and talk to the community. People want representatives that will truly represent the people and are not there to enrich themselves.
How is your campaign going?
It's going excellent. You know, we've had an opportunity to actually stand up for small business in my community, which in my community in particular, we have over 12.1% unemployment. And my understanding and the clearest thing in my mind is that politicians don't create jobs.
Right.
It's the entrepreneurs that are out there taking the risk to do it.
Where did you learn that at such a young age?
You know what? I actually am an entrepreneur myself. I am a realtor, and I've invested in real estate myself. And it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about hard work, risking everything I have to make a profit, to be independent.
President Obama doesn't even know that yet. He doesn't know that politicians don't create jobs.
That's exactly right.
I interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, and I think that's exactly right. And so we had an opportunity to stand up for small business in our district, where they were trying to run out a company by the name of Hoi Fong Foods, which makes sriracha, the hot sauce everybody loves.
Right.
And we actually put on a huge protest in front of the city of Irwindale, and we brought attention to the fact that local government was trying to bully small business. And with the pressure that we were able to put on, they actually ended up dropping everything. You know, I think the biggest issue that we can point to my campaign is liberty. You know, we need to restore the principles that made this country great. The fact that
You white racist.
Well, you know, the fact that the government is spying on us, the fact that we have the indefinite detention clause in the NDAA bill, I mean, those are things that are showing that our country is headed in the completely opposite direction of what it was meant to be.
That's right.
And I think the young people in general recognize this, and that's why they've joined my campaign and helped me out on this.
Young people are showing up for you?
Oh, yeah. We have a lot of young people.
What made you run?
Taxes made me run. You know, as a young entrepreneur, somebody who wanted to go out and work hard and make something of himself, getting that first tax bill and realizing, you know, where the heck is my money going? That was my biggest concern. And once I investigated that, that's when I got involved.
So where do you stand on term limits for elected officials?
I think we need them. Definitely term limits, especially with Grace Napolitano.
Yeah, Common Core in our nation's schools.
I think we are a nation of individuals. We cannot have a common system for everybody. We need more individualistic
Same-sex marriage.
I am pro marriage between a man and a woman, but I don't think government should be the one deciding on who can marry who in this country.
Where are you on a flat or a fair tax?
I'm definitely pro reforming our tax system here. I'm for a flat tax.
Flat tax?
Yes.
Why flat tax?
Because I think it's a more fair system. I mean, right now, the current income tax system is over 70,000 pages long. It's completely incomprehensible to the common person. And I think it's the source of a lot of corruption.
It's complicated. It's Hey, speaking of tax, not so long ago, you went on a radio talk show and you said the IRS deserves to be audited. That's ballsy. A lot of people would agree with you. Any reaction to that?
Yeah, and that's exactly my stance on it. I think that the IRS needs to be looked at completely, and I think that that's happening right now. But definitely the Federal Reserve needs to be audited.
So there's been no reaction to that statement?
At this point, we are definitely focusing on reforming the tax system, and I think that's why we are getting a lot of attention from our community and definitely the people in the district. So.
All right. So your website, Art?
electaloss.com, and people can also find us on Facebook at Elect the Loss.